Oh, hello there. We're back. Well, you know, human as we are. Enjoy to be here, as always. I know. I say that every single time, and I mean it every single time. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? Anyway, back to that daily bread stuff, that when you think about what we said yesterday, that, this is the infinite nature of God meeting us, giving us all that we require. That's astonishing, isn't it? But just think what that means. We talked about that yesterday and just left you kind of sitting thinking about it. But just think about what that means. That means that, that car payment that you're sitting there going, yeah, and the roof leaked. And then there was that trip for my daughter, which led to her job. So that's great. But now the credit card's a mess. So I can't use that. And the car payments due. Well, isn't that part of the daily bread? But it isn't only that. And, that most people get, I think. Like God will find a way to meet that requirement within a structure only God really understands. I do understand that. But what about this? You get up and you're getting ready for work and you just feel, I just need a hug. But there's no one around. You're a single unit. Uh, there isn't any hug around. And you go, oh God, going through the daily prayer of being thankful, grateful, full of gratitude, acknowledging who God is, holy, adoring who God is, worthy, putting everything in place. You get to daily bread, and all of a sudden you feel this, oh, oh my. Oh yeah, that works. That works. That's what my Holy Spirit just reaching from the inside out and giving you a hug, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm good. I can go off to work. I can keep another day. I can thank God for this day. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, and then you know, well, you're off to do your work, and you work on wash machines and dishwashers and all kinds of other appliances. You go into this house, and it's an elderly lady, and she's just sitting on a chair watching you, and you're working on the dishwasher, and it's not going well. But all of a sudden, God gives you an insight. Okay, daily bread, insight, daily bread. Remember, the insight came from you asking for daily bread. See the connection? You're able to, oh yeah, well, if I do that with this older machine, then it'll probably get another. Wow, look at that. Off she goes. And the elderly lady sitting over there is like, Grandma, and she's so happy. And she goes, how much is that going to cost me? Oh, let's see. I spent 30 minutes. Seniors discount, and you're thinking, uh, it's not even worth charging it. By the time I put it all together, like 15, 20 bucks that I'm going to charge for this because it wasn't really anything. Why not? And you just say to yourself, you know what, ma'am, don't worry about it. I wasn't here long enough to worry about it. You have a great day. I hope that's a blessing to you. She gets up and what does she do? Can I? And you go, yeah, I'll take a hug. And you get a hug. What did you get? Your daily bread, right? It's awesome when you think of it this way. Because what you have is a co-relationship with God, and God is listening to you, pouring out just what you require. So, As I get a little emotional, which I will, human trait, feeling code. Well, let's leave it there. So, if you require to get a hold of me, it's Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me. And reach out. I'll send you a link. We'll talk. Yeah, part of your healing puzzle. Only way to find out is if you reach out. So I'm here. That one's without cost. So the story's kind of interesting. I mean, it's hot dogs. It's always interesting when you get hot dogs, right? So he's sitting there cooking his hot dogs in that cast iron pan, and oh, they look good. And there's a pack of them. He hasn't seen hot dogs since, well, he had, I don't even remember when. But you know, he's had beans, he's had mac, he's had the home fries, he's had a bath. Oh, that was amazing. And now God is glug 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 glug. He goes, oh yeah. Chocolate milk. Oh, or that guy pulled them up, but two of them? Oh, I'm in a good place here. They sizzle around in there for a while and pop, and he goes, yeah, there they go. He goes, finds a little knife and gives him a little cut because it's like so good when it gets all in there. Rambles around in his cupboard because this guy gave him mustard and relish, and he does really like it that way. And God knows it, and that's awesome. But God already gave him the other one. It's in this cupboard somewhere. I saw it. And it still looks like it's editable. Oh yeah, there it is. Barbecue. Yes, you got it. He takes it and then goes, not the cast though. Can't do that. Poor cast. All right. Wiggles them around some more and gets some more fry on them. And he gets an idea. Well, there's that old pan. Yes, not cast. That's stainless steel. I'll have to stick it out for a scouring, he laughed. Some of those winds would scour a pan, honest. But it'll work tonight. So he throws it in behind and gets it heated up and gets it nice and gives it a little bit of oil that he found in that same cupboard. And then he drops in the barbecue and then he just rolls the hot dogs in it. Oh, okay, now he's rolling. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, yeah. Chocolate milk, hot dogs on a bun with relish, mustard, and rolled in barbecue. Yes, we got it. Oh, where's Mallows? There's Mallows. Ha ha. He was a nice man. He even gave me olives. Oh, yes. Yes. Eats about six of them. He's just really starved. Has to, do the normal thing after you eat that many hot dogs and uh, saying I need to make sure I get more veggie in my life. That's a tomorrow thing. And glugs off the last of that chocolate milk and looks at the other one and looks at that little freezer that somehow that ice block hasn't fully melted yet. Morning snack, he goes. Have a couple hot dogs. So he'd cooked up the whole pack. I just had to. And tosses that into the freezer too. And he's like, yep, that'll work. Ought to put up a couple more of those poles and things and we'll get that sorted. Not a problem. So he thinks, well, go out, brush my teeth, which he does. And gargles with his green tea, which he does. That's what he's got, so he's gonna do it. Yeah. Gargle, gargle, spit, spit, spit. Okay, back in, burr. Crawls in bed and goes, oh, I don't know how I'm gone. And he didn't set an alarm, but body pops open at 5:40. They're supposed to be leaving at 7. And she's going to make breakfast burritos to eat along the way. And he's got that one stop that he was thinking. And he's kind of talked it up with God, and God said, totally fine. They don't even know it's there anymore. Part of your retirement plan. All right. So goes out and he gets a Jeep figured out. Can't. It's getting to that point. Getting closer and closer to that point where you're gonna have to not leave it off or leave it in the garage and walk home. Uh, that's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be good for the body. So I'll still put up a garage here, but I won't do it from the way I thought. But I'll figure out something. There's a lot of good trees out there. Maybe next summer I whip up some when it's light. So he gets the lights on, trundles the little Jeep down the hill. The minute he gets down the hill, out she pops with two burritos and a nice big smile. She goes, a nice night last night, wasn't it? Yes, it was. He goes, I was leaving that one as God's corridor. That's the only place you can leave it, man. Well, you don't know where you're going, but you're going to keep going down this road past the airport you created. It's getting more stuff built in it. And I hear you're going to do a proper D9. Yeah, even bigger if I can. Plenty of room. Yep, yep. So now wiggles his nose a bit. Oh. Well, off they go. They drive for about 3 hours, and she's kind of looking at him, going, I'm a lady." Yes, yeah. I figured you might need to do that once in a while. I'll tell you what, about another 15 miles from here, if my pinger is pinging, and I think it is, it's something I have to do. So, can you go that far? Oh, yeah, that's not a problem. So, the good news is where I'm going, there's actually facilities. Oh, my. Yeah. How do you know about this? Oh, it's just military stuff. Ah, I see. You can ping these things. Well, yes, I was taught energetically to ping them. Don't ask. I did all kinds of stuff. We can talk about it, but it was interesting. 15 miles flies by and, there's a thump, 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 bing, 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 bing. Ah, you nice vehicle. And he looks at it and he goes, yeah, I gotta tighten something. And he gets out and tightens it up and he goes, well, it's all right. We're about, 20-minute walk from where I need to go. So off we go. Yes. She goes, I got to go. And if there are facilities, I'll take those. Yes. Okay. Well, he walks for about 20 minutes and he comes to a little outcropping of rocks and stuff and don't look like anything. And he walks up to it, taps it twice, and kicks it once in a certain place. And you have to kick it right place, and you have to tap it twice in the right place. And then he gives it a bit of a push, and he goes, and there's the door. Hello. Yes, it's a little bit of a old shelter from different days. Ah, getting something, are we? Oh yeah, there's something in here that I can use. Uh, I'll rummage around in here and the facilities are over there. Oh, look at that. A real washroom. And it works. Yes, it does. That thing is designed to continue for another 200 years. Wow. They built them good. And she goes, in I go. And she goes into the washroom. And he said, is there any? And she goes, no. And he opened the door. She opens the door and he tosses her one. There you go. Ah, thank you. He wanders around, goes to the case, punches in numbers that are like breathing. pops the case and goes, "Yep, thought so." Well, let's make it official. I am Joseph the Tinkerer, and I have this. Now I'm going to have some other things. Works on that for about 30 minutes, and she watches you making a passport. I am. It won't be as good as the one that I'm going to get. I'm just going to say that, this one has gone through a bit, and it will have by the time I'm finished. And he puts it all together. Joseph the Tinkerer, you know, born here, foundling. Always a good idea to say that because then that way they never keep track of it, you know. But it gives you things, and you never make it for the country you're in. So, what country am I in? Never asked that before. Oh, yeah, you're in the north, so you're kind of in Canada a little bit. If you sneeze that way, you'd end up in the US, but hopefully you don't sneeze. All right, so I'll make it an Irish passport. Joseph's a good Irish name. Tinkerer, probably a good Irish name. And I'll add a good Irish name. And I thought, nah, I don't want to be Irish. Scottish. Scottish, even better. And I'll make myself this will be a joke for somebody. Ogeezy. You'll figure that out later. And I said, all right. So he gets it all put together and then sticks it in a special machine. Oh, terrible. Yeah, there's my birth certificate too, and it's gone through the same thing. Uh, I ran over my wallet, which by the way I will, so I'm not lying. He went out and they wandered back to the Jeep and he put all that information and everything he had there, all the numbers and things in his wallet and put it. I had got the wallet from there too because, ran it over and she said, "Did you, oh yeah." I've got two credit cards in my name that I'll never have to pay. They're paid automatically by the service and yeah, I mean, they retired me, so I'll take that as retirement. I won't use them much, but I'll use them a bit. And I have a little bit here. So you have some grocery money. And he dropped a pack on there and she goes, "Oof, grocery money. Lad, I'll have to pay you back." No, 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 no. I mean, you've done so much for me. Just have a good grocery run. Oh yeah, well we will. You'll eat anyway. Yes, I will. She looks and she goes, "How many of those are around?" "Oh, a bit here and there. And that one's still useful." And you close it all up, yeah, and then you can't find it. Nobody can, only us. And that'll get replenished, by the way. People run around, do those things, don't even know why they do them. Oh, all part of what? Oh, Project Orbit, but yeah, could call it banana poo poo. It wouldn't matter. It just happens. So I'm considering that my retirement, I'm not going to use it too often. I'm going to make enough money with all the fixings and stuff, but I needed some big parts, and this here will get me some stuff so I can kind of outfit. Well, I'm going to be able to buy some more propane tanks. Yes, well, we got the ones back there. Didn't even notice that you loaded them. Oh, I loaded those last night. I had to get up and get a leak. Uh, uh, Everything works, but sometimes it works differently. Yeah, well, that's what happened. Well, since it was there and I knew that, you'd be using the wood stove in the morning, well, I'm glad that I figured that out. Well, I figured you'd look out the window and go, "No tanks, okay, well, wood stove it is." Well, there's that, she said. And they trundle down the road and they get to the big city, yeah, bigger than anything he's been around in a while. He goes, Looks like somebody found me. Is that a problem? Nah, nah. It's just my handler. I don't know how this is gonna go, but doesn't matter. Uh, God's got it. I'll drop you off at the big grocery store here, and I'll be back. It looks like fun. I'm gonna come back here and play too, and I'm gonna go out and find some lunch. My treat. All right. Cheers. Next time I have to bring the washer lady. Oh, I already have a plan for something. I know that two of her machines are done. I've looked at them all. She's about to get a gift. Well, she would like, I know what she would like. She's going to get two of them. Oh my. You did get a bit. Oh, yes. You'll see. It'll all fit on my little, well, that trailer's nice trailer now. It is. Okay, you go have fun with the groceries. Drove down the street and found a donut shop. They always are in donut shops, aren't they? Stops his Jeep and goes in, sits down, looks, oh, you have to order from the counter, goes over to the counter, orders two chocolate donuts and one more chocolate milk. Why not? Since he completely forgot that chocolate milk, that poor thing probably ain't going to be any good except for chocolate pancakes, which is not bad, he said to himself. Oh, cool. It isn't a male, it's a female. Hi. You wouldn't happen to be, I am. You're not supposed to be alive. We killed you. Ah, missed. God thing. See, you're enjoying yourself at our expense. Hey, I'm retired. Not doing anything wrong. You gave me all that knowledge. You get a problem with it? No, doesn't seem we can kill you that way. Nope. Let me give you a little secret. A man of God, doing the will of God, is immortal until that will is done. I guess my will of father's items aren't up yet. She looked at him. She was one of those weird looking people in the world. Well, in this world, she did look a tad out of place in her blazer suit and coiffed hair and wire rimmed glasses. The Glock 45 that she had underneath that jacket was definitely uh, not standard issue. And she said, I could kill you now and no one would know it. I said, "Ah, you trained me. Well, you didn't, but the service did. I wonder who would come out on the end of that. I'll be observing you. You're always watched. Of course I am. Ghosts 1, 2 to 7. See in your underwear or other things. Perverted people that look at them. I already know that. Not doing anything wrong. Not deciding to, wreck anyone. Just living, enjoying life. Messing with everything too, you know? Well, what am I messing with? You're sorting out things that we didn't want sorted out. Oh, don't worry about it. Haven't started yet. You think you're immortal? I am, until God says I'm not. We'll see about that. Oh, I imagine. By the way, Donover says hi. What the heck? No, 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 no. Yeah. One of your kill satellites just got drunk. Get my point? You taught me, remember that. Well, your system did. Yeah, I know, $1 billion satellite that just flowed into junk out there and isn't anymore. Got my point? How'd you do that? You'll never know, but I can do it again. So we're good. I'll see you in a couple of months when I come in for groceries again. Till then. He bowed, picked up his donuts, ate them, coughed back his glug 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 chocolate milk. Ah, yeah. Walks out, gets in his Jeep, drives back to the grocery store. She says, "Oh, good. Yeah, yeah." Threats and all that stuff. But yeah, well, I had fun. I can see that. The good news is there is a flight service that can deliver this, and we have the cash. So, and we have an airport. They were wondering about that. And I said, yeah, I'll just I already told them I just needed to get a hold of the banker, and they know who that is by VH, and he'll be out there to light up the runway from the land. So they'll get there before us. So figure out what you require, and it all goes on one plane. Okay. So he wanders around. He gets a couple of boxes of this, of Kraft dinner, and 3 or 4 boxes of beans, and a bunch of other stuff, some jerky. Looks around and finds what he calls MRIs, MREs. And he goes, yeah, look at this. Lasagna of some sort. Oh, well, I'll give it a go. So he gets a couple of boxes of those. Definitely Mountain Dew. He's got a bunch of that. Puts a bunch of other stuff in. He goes, I think we're done. Wow. Yeah, you had fun. But that plane can still carry it all, huh? Yep. Oh, yeah. It's going to cost us $300 to get it there. Ah, that's not a problem. And I'll work it out with the banker. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, we need to go a couple of other places. Of course we do. Went over to a big diesel place and he went in there and got bits and pieces and parts and found out that guy also would fly it out. I like these people. Says I'm done there. That cost me another $300, but that's no problem. Card works. They're going to keep allowing those cards to work. They can't shut them down because they don't know which ones they are. That's all legal. It's in my name. I got to go over here to the Irish embassy. And I can believe it. This town's big enough. Oh, yeah. Well, this is a true city. Well, let's go over there. So he goes over there and he goes in and he goes, um, he's got his landed for Canada and his landed for US and he's got his Irish passport and information. He goes, my wallet fell out and I drove over it. The guy looks at it and goes, oh my goodness, yes. Well, that's pretty well unreadable there, sir. Let me see. I'll run it through. That equipment is, of course, connected. So runs it. Oh, yeah, there you are, Joseph. Tinkerer. Ah, McGreedy, eh? And nobody likes a McGreedy. That's sorry, just where I was born. Uh, you wouldn't be thinking of it. Oh, I will. Yeah, I'm going to restore that house and the true story of that house, but we won't get into that. McBride. Aha, you saw right through me, didn't you? Oh well. Um, yeah, well, it'll take a couple of weeks. Where do I mail it? Uh, I'll pick it up next time I'm in for groceries. I'm way out and yeah. Oh, you're in one of those towns that has a name that keeps changing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, well, he said there's a reserve about 100 clicks from most of those. I said, there is. I said, this guy he's made a bad beaver. Oh, I know where to send it. No problem. I'll send it out there and he'll bring it to you. Okay. He's got a post office, has he? Of sorts, yes. It works. We'll get it to you. I still don't like McGreedy's. That's all right, McBride. One day the story gets told. Ugh, go away. We will. Then he leaves. And they allow him to get paperwork, and they take all of his broken bits, and he's got paperwork for everything. And he goes, laminator time. We'll just laminate this paper for now, and that'll be it. Goes back and he's got that all in his little case. And she looks and goes, so I got everything. Yep. Now I'm part of a crew and, part of an indigenous tribe. And I'm an Irishman. No, Scottish. Sorry. Keeps screwing that up. One day I'll get it right. Kind of both, you know. At least that's what I feel. Anyway, the Scots is better. You you look like you had fun. I did another bit. Nobody likes the McGreedy, but we're going to recover that name. I hear Scotland wants their sons back. Maybe able to pay for some things. Yeah, for a trip to Scotland sometime, lassie. Maybe you and the washer lady and me. Oh my, and the son, of course. The sons would have to come and have some fun. Well, that would be awfully nice of you if you ever did it. Oh, it could happen. You never know. Well, let's go get your propane. I think that's next, and then you know we'll get those washing machines. Maybe we'll get those first, and propane next. Now let's get the propane. So off they went, and gets the tanks filled, and gets two new tanks, and they all fit in that structure amazingly. Not much left room on that poor little trailer, but she's all right. She's sitting good. Big springs. This guy knew how to design it. That's really good. And he goes and finds a place where they're selling the industrial units, the ones that really work well. And he goes, we'll be back in a month, and we'll have to get her some. Although I have some ideas. Uh, we'll work on that later. And she goes, "Oh man, you are a tinkerer." Yep, I have an idea, but she'll have to borrow a thing of your propane if we bring her this. Go ahead, that'll be fine. Or maybe we can strap one at the back. We'll see. Puts on the washer and dryer, and the people go, "You sure?" Yeah, those things aren't cheap. No, no, those your card cleared, so it's all right. You know, they run mostly on propane. Yes, I know. Any gas, actually, right? Yep, yep. You have to retool it a bit. It can run on other things, yes. Well, good. They're wandering around and it's still dark out, but I mean, they've got the place well lit. They find this place, makes really good food, and she knows about it, and he pulls in and goes inside, and it's amazing. Just about to go up and get sat down, and she goes, "You know what? This is great, but I have a better place. Let's just go across the border. It's just 40 miles that way." Well, let's do that. Plus, I needed some parts for my diesel that I didn't couldn't get at that guy, and he said there's a place. Yeah, yeah. She said, I know where to go. She said, but before we get there, let's leave it there. Oh, I know. I know. Where are they going? What are they going to eat? They're going to the US. I know. We're outside of that little town, but we'll get back there shortly. Hmm. Planes going in, parts getting dropped, ID figured out. Little confrontation with his handler. Yeah, little expensive confrontation for them. They'll be trying to figure that one out for a while. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave it there. We require a blessing of joy, of peace, of abundance, of overflow, more joy, more peace. invention, insight, answers, all those wonderful things that always make life wonderful. And everything that that brush in God's hands wishes to paint, according to his will and wish, according to your will and wish, this can happen. So we come before you, Father, Spirit, Son, and the story is your story. You're getting through this. You're having all of these things interact and interconnect. And then there's the story you're telling underneath this story that only the soul that is touched by the breath of God can hear. Yet all souls have been touched by that breath, so all souls can hear. We thank you for your story. We thank you for the fun story. We thank you for all the things you do for us every single day. And we thank you just because you are. And so we say, give us courage and strength, grace and mercy as we go. And we say, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude. Standing in awe and honor and respect, allowing all glory to flow. Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. When you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. Know that your path is well lit by God. Blessings.